Welcome, everybody. It's Victory Monday. It's the Cowboys Hour at Sidecar Social in the Star District in Frisco. And it is another Victory Monday. Thank you to all of you who have come out of the cold or the cool. It's not cold.
It's cold.
We're discussing. We'll have that conversation.
Breezy.
Yeah, breezy. Very good. That was the voice of the great Johnathan Hankins. Big Hank's our guest on the program tonight. The anchor of the Cowboys defensive line. And we are so happy to have all of you here who are here. As usual, we'll provide a microphone for you to ask questions for Johnathan. Anybody ever call you Johnathan?
Only my mom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
only my mom.
I don't want to make you uncomfortable. So
No.
Big Hanks will answer questions a little bit later on. And wherever you're listening on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network, we're delighted to have you here. And whenever and wherever you are streaming on DallasCowboys.com, that's what these little camera boxes are. Big Hanks,
gotcha,
wave to
gotcha.
everybody. There we go.
Gotcha.
Nice to
Hello.
have you with us, everyone, on Victory Monday. Everybody got to warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was a nice way to come out of the bye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was definitely a good way to come out of the bye.
How much momentum is there really in the NFL from week to week?
It's a lot, especially once you're winning and you once you stack them on top of each other, it just builds more confidence, more morale for the team. Obviously, when you take a loss, it's just tough for everyone. But in the NFL, it's always another week, and that's the good thing about the NFL. It's another chance to go out there and prove what you probably didn't do well the last game, or kind of continue what you did improve on the last game. So it's always nice to be able to stack wins and continue to win. But definitely coming out of the bye, winning, is definitely where you want to start it off.
Now, in a game like yesterday, it was such a strange game. It looks like we're going to have a football game for a while, and then in the bat of an eye,
Yeah.
you've got the pick six and the block punt and the safety and another touchdown on a short field, and now the game's. I mean, I don't want to say it's over,
Yeah.
but
over.
it was close to over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, how do you mentally? How do you handle that and keep your intensity going?
Man, honestly, since the first day I got here, just the way we play on defense, the way we attack the ball, the way we turn the ball over at a high rate is definitely new to me. So when I am out there and that is happening during the game, sometimes I just can't believe it. Like, wow, this is like, sometimes I feel like you're watching a video game, because that's only normally, when you're playing a video game, stuff like that happen. But, for the Dallas and for us, that just became way of life, and that's the way we practice, and that's the way we look at the game all the time. So now it's just amazing to see.
So this is really interesting to me, because if you don't know Jonathan's travelogue, well, first of all, you're a Detroit young man.
Yes, sir.
And you went to the Ohio State University.
Yes. That wasn't.
How much did they pay you up there?
They didn't pay me nothing. I wish I would have went. If it was like this in today's time.
No kidding, in the NIL.
Yeah. I wish.
Surely Michigan or Michigan State was making a push to keep you at home.
No, sadly, Michigan State didn't want me. For some reason, they said they didn't need me, and then Michigan just came a little too late. Coach, I think it was Rich Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez
Yeah.
was there at the time.
Yeah,
and
Rich Rodriguez.
He
You
didn't
were
do a
on it.
good job.
Wow.
What was it like? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What was it like playing at Ohio State and playing as a Buckeye?
I think that's probably one of the best decisions I made in my life. It was amazing, especially being a Michigan kid going to Ohio, and they embracing me, and just the winning culture there, and being able to beat the rival, beat Michigan. It's been a while since I've been saying Michigan. Normally it's the team up north, but 11 years go by. It's just they're Michigan. But it was an amazing feeling, man. It's probably one of the best decisions I made. And I tell all the guys that play football in Michigan, you know where to go, you know where to come to. So.
Have you been following them at all?
Michigan?
Ohio State.
Yeah. I always follow them. These last few years have been a little rough.
Yeah.
We always get there towards the end and come up short. But this year, I definitely feel like it's time for us to make that next step. I'm tired of us losing to that team.
Well, I believe they're third in the country now, so hey.
Yeah, and Michigan's second
Yeah,
in the country.
I
Is
believe
that
so.
right?
I
So
believe so.
now you and Jordan Lewis don't ever talk about the games, do you?
Not lately. Lately, I've been staying away from them.
Yeah. Jay Lou is a big Michigan guy.
Yeah, and
He's
then we got big old Mozzie Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been giving him a little slack for the news that's been going around. I was like, is that the reason why y'all been beating us? You never know. But then again, it's always nice to see the hometown team does well. Even though I am a Buckeye, it definitely makes the Big Ten a lot better when both teams are playing at a high level.
And no question. All right, let's get to this. I'm so intrigued by what you just said, that when you got here, which was just a year ago,
Yes.
like right before the trade deadline, right?
Yep.
And that was one of the best moves the Cowboys have made, in my opinion, certainly in midseason in a long time. They really needed something like what you had.
Yeah.
But you're talking about the play style and everything else being so different. Now, you're a second-round draft choice of the New York Giants.
Yeah.
Played there several years. A minute in Indianapolis,
Quick second.
right? And then out to Vegas.
Yep. Well, Oakland then Vegas.
Well, yeah, right,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So what was it about here that's so different?
Well, growing up, you always hear about the Dallas Cowboys and, the great history from the Cowboys, and to, come for so and actually play for them. I have an uncle that lives out here, and he's I won't say necessarily diehard Cowboys fan, but that's all he's, that's right. That's all he talks about, and just seeing it everywhere. It was, when I got the call and they told me I was getting traded to the Cowboys, I was talking to the Raiders GM, and I was just trying to keep it professional. But inside, deep down, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to one of the best defenses in the NFL, and I was just excited that they actually wanted me there and needed me. So it was a great fit.
Is it something about what Dan Quinn does? Is it the chemistry with the other guys in the
Just
defensive
being a Dallas
group?
Cowboy.
Really?
Just being a Dallas Cowboy, that means a whole lot.
Now,
What
I
does it
found
mean
out.
for you?
It means a lot. Just being able to become a part of history, of Cowboys history. There are always past or guys that come back that play for Cowboys that's always around the building, and just the culture here. Dallas, Frisco, like Texas, and just being here for like a year and a half. I definitely think this is America's team, because being away and never being a Cowboy, you never really understood it until you actually become one. And I think it is a perfect fit.
You gave the Giants some pretty good years.
Yeah.
You were a good player in New York, and did you not, just by virtue of the division rivalry, develop some pretty good Cowboy hate for a while?
It wasn't necessarily Cowboy hate, I would say. It was always good battles when we went against the Cowboys, but never hated them. They always had great players, Tyron Smith. I remember Big Frederick, that was at the center. Big, I'm a D lineman, so, us interior guys, we normally stick together, talk to guys.
Right.
But, no, it was just always great battles. I never felt any ill towards if anybody is New England Patriots for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And now, but how about Philly? Now, do you have some good Philly
Don't
hate?
like Philly.
Don't like
Don't
Philly.
like Philly.
Don't like Philly.
This is definitely one of the games I didn't have circled on my calendar, because last year when I got traded, I didn't get the chance to play in those two games. So to finally be.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so this will be my first time going.
Were
to
they
the
both
Super-
before you got here? Or were you hurt?
It was
You-
after I got hurt, yep.
Oh, I almost
I
forgot
think they played
you
them
were hurt.
early in the year and then
And
later.
then
in
they
the
went.
year.
So, don't like Philly. What is it about Philly?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something about them, especially we got to go there. I never took any of my family members or friends. I tell them, don't go to Philly. And, I guess there's the stigma when you go there and you're not a Philadelphia fan. It's not a great experience for them. So to go there and, potentially get a win or win in Philly is definitely huge for this division, and it's huge for us. And I think it's a good chance that it will happen.
Oh, I was actually going to ask him about how does it feel to be on the other side of that New York Giants, Dallas Cowboys rivalry.
Oh, it felt good. It felt good to go back to MetLife and whoop on them like that the first game. Whew. That was, that right there, starting off the season was definitely the way we kind of practice in training camp. And that's just the way we feel that we are as a defense. So, for some people that watch the game, they're like, oh, my God. But that's just the way we look at ourselves and the way we feel like we should always play.
I want to stay with this rivalry just for a minute because it's the game coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Big division game. But the Cowboys and the Eagles have been fighting over the same turf for a few years now, so it adds a little bit of intensity.
Mm-hmm.
But division games, I mean, when you were with the Raiders and you were playing the Broncos or the Chiefs, that got a little turned up, didn't it?
No, most definitely. Normally when you're going against one of those teams that's been a stronghold in the division, it's always mean a lot more, even though it is a division game. But when you got you got a team like Philly that's been doing well the last few seasons, it feels good to be able to be one of those teams that you can say you knocked them off or, took them down. So that holds a lot of weight, especially in the division and in the NFL.
So I'm sorry, Nicole,
No, it's okay.
let me just ask you this. Going into San Francisco, because the last 2 years, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But guys really seemed to me, from the coaching staff on down,
Yes.
like we've got to win this game. They knocked us out. We got to show them. And then you got your lunch money stole. Yeah. So how is it different going into this game with Philadelphia than it was going into the game with San Francisco?
One, I'll be playing.
There we go.
So I think that's a little bit of difference. But just knowing them well, the guys on the D-line, the defense, we know what they're capable of doing. We know the weapons that they have, the offensive line that they have, and also, the little short yardage play that they have. So really it's just taking some good preparation, continue to play the way we play, and we just got to do it out there on Sunday.
For you as someone that has so much experience, right? You're one of the vets on the team. How have you seen those younger guys like a Deron Bland and Marquise, all those guys really kind of have to step up and fill those big shoes lately?
Man, they've been doing a tremendous job. Obviously when I got traded, I didn't know everyone on the defense. Yeah. So, as the year went on, I ended up reaching out and talking to a lot of guys. But, when I asked those guys, like, what year they are in, the way they play, it seemed like they've been playing for a long time. So when they told me it's their second year, third year, I was kind of in shock, you know what I mean? They will put together great athletes, great players, great teammates, but to see guys that young that's producing at a high level this fast, I haven't seen that before.
Well, here's a guy who's been producing at a high level for 11 years in the NFL. Johnathan Hankins, our guest tonight, Big Hank, on the Cowboys Hour. We are at Sidecar Social in the Star District in Frisco, and Nicole.
And when it comes time to shop for tailgate favorites, go to Albertsons and Tom Thumb. Get 10% off your groceries every Dallas Cowboys game day when you wear your Cowboys jerseys. Albertsons and Tom Thumb, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys.
And we'll be right back with Big Hanks.
Go Cowboys!
to the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons.
And welcome back to the Cowboys Hour. Brad Sham with Nicole Hutchison and our special guest, Johnathan Hankins, big number 95 for the Cowboys, big defensive tackle. We are at Sidecar Social in the Star District in Frisco. We're here every Monday night, except for those very few Monday nights when we're not, but more about that later. And, of course, the Cowboys have a big game with the Eagles this week, which is why we're here on Victory Monday.
Yeah.
It scared me.
I know. Everybody was kind
me
of,
up.
yeah, sorry. Everybody was kind of dozing. I thought we needed just a little jolt of adrenaline. I want to ask you about, okay.
Oh, wow.
I got you.
Let me just
Thank
say,
you. Appreciate you.
I just want the audience to know what just happened. So Ivan, our great engineer, came over during the break, and he said to Johnathan and to Nicole, please work the microphone part of your headset closer. And Big Hanks, you can coach that man. He took right to it.
Clearly.
And then our professional,
Yeah.
Nicole, Johnathan said, move your mic
Move your
closer.
mic closer. Thanks, I
I
appreciate
love
you,
that.
man.
I love that. He's got your back.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a little bit to talk a little bit about the position you play, and then I want to ask you about a couple of your teammates.
Okay.
When young men are growing up playing football, and most of them, I'm going to say with the exception of most offensive linemen, were you ever one of those?
Yes, I was.
When did you play OL?
I played OL once I got to high school.
Okay.
Let's see, my third year in high school.
And then got moved?
No. Well, so my freshman year, I was playing middle linebacker and tight end.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yep.
You had some
Tight
quicks,
end as
didn't
well?
Yeah. After that first year, I said I'd rather just go on a D line. That's
Okay.
just way too much.
Because you're
running.
smart. Because
Yeah.
you're a smart man.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
And
am.
then the second year?
Then the second year, I was only playing D tackle, and I was like, man,
It's not
I
enough.
feel like it's not enough. I could do a little bit more. And then my high school coaches at the time, they said, look here, we're not putting you at tight end. I said, wow, really? I played, a few years ago. It's not like I can't do it. He said, look here, we're going to put you on the line. You're on the defensive line. How about you play the offensive line? I said, all right. It's not the worst. But, I was offensive tackle in high school my last senior year.
Now you've led me down a rabbit hole, but I will get back to this.
Yeah.
Do your offensive coaches know about your history as a tight end?
Yeah, they know about for our team?
Yeah, these guys here that you're working for now.
I actually been trying to tell them it's a Hank formation that they haven't ran yet.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Yeah.
Does it exist?
Yes, it exists. I told her you need me to run it though. So
Well, of course.
yep.
I mean, I'm envisioning a short yardage fullback.
Yes, or just me in the back and TP probably up on the wide receiver or tight end. Just me.
Oh, my.
Yep.
And now you could line up at tight end,
I
smack a
could.
guy, and then just peel off.
That's not good enough. I need to be able to score.
No, I'm thinking about you smack the guy, peel off in the flat, and Dak throws it to you.
Yeah, but I like just running through people.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want to go straight down the line, like right through the middle, or potentially dive over.
Oh.
You know, and not too many people can catch a 300-pounder.
Oh, I am so glad that you've told us that this exists.
Yes.
Because if I didn't know that existed and I saw you do that in a game at my age, I'm not sure I'd make the next game. That might be too much for me.
That would have been history.
Now I want to see it.
Maybe soon.
So it does exist.
It doesn't exist yet. I've been,
But
you know,
you've been
poking
feeding
Mike at it, let him know, look here, it's, at one point in time, you're going to probably need me.
This is something we could do.
Thank you. You probably should let them know.
Oh, I'm going to have
Let them know.
conversations. There's no
Yes,
doubt.
yeah.
Okay, so the reason I even brought up the O-line thing is most young men who are coming up starting to play football, they want some attention. And you don't, if you're an O-lineman, you're not getting any attention unless you call for a penalty. So I give them a pass. Everybody else wants some attention. Now, here you are 11 years into an NFL career because you have mastered a position that gets no statistics.
Yes.
How have you learned to kind of make peace with that?
That's pretty simple.
I'm going to enjoy this answer, whatever it is.
Well, for me being in the trenches, being a defensive lineman, it's just the everyday or just the countless, we right there next across from the offensive lineman, and it's physical every play, and that's one thing I do love and enjoy, putting my hands on guys, just pretty much just trying to dominate them. You know what I mean? Each chance I get, but also when I do get double teams, being able to dominate that as well. And I take pride in that. I take pride in stopping the run. But also, when we do get the chance to, pass rush, I like to show what I can show. Because, early in my career, I was able to get to the quarterback.
I remember.
But one thing I've learned since being here, we got a lot of guys that are even faster and quicker and that can get to the quarterback quicker than me. So, I kind of just stay in my lane, make sure, I'm doing everything they ask, helping out the young guys. And just doing my road to the T and just continue to get better as much as I can.
And, of course, one of those guys, number 11, is also in their ear all the time about playing offense. You know that, right?
Yeah, he's in everybody's ear.
Yeah, he's in everybody's ear.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now I want to ask you about a couple of your teammates.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is the guy who starts next to you because I guess it's 3 years now for Osa. This is the third or fourth year, something like that, Osa Odigizua. But he seems to have taken a step to me this year. He is more explosive. I know having you next to him helps him, and he's not the most dominant, that is to say, the most discussed player on your defense because you've got Micah, and you got D. Law, and you got Bland now, and you had Trey, and we'll have him back, and all those safeties. So what do you want people to know about Osa and the impact that he has on your game?
He's probably one of the best defensive tackles in this division and maybe in the NFL. He's definitely top 5 for me. You're talking about a guy that's undersized, that's probably stronger than the majority of the guys that's on the field. But now this year what he's did to take his game to the next level is get to the quarterback. This guy is so explosive, just as explosive as Micah and D-Law. He has that pass rush ability to be able to get to the quarterback, and he's been doing a fantastic job.
What's it like playing against with a guy like next to him? What's it like playing next to him?
It makes my job a lot easier. Even when there are times where I'm not sure about the communication, that guy's just like the coach out there. He knows where everybody need to be, where the blitz is coming from, passing strength and everything. He's just as knowledgeable as an older guy, and he does a good job of carrying himself. He comes to work, put the work in the weight room, as y'all can see, and then just overall his football knowledge has gotten a lot better from the time that I've been with him. And he's definitely a stud. There's no reason why he shouldn't make the Pro Bowl, just like several other guys that we got on this team.
All right, now let me ask you about the young fellow that you mentioned earlier. I had a very good friend around draft time. You know how fans are when draft comes, and it was before the draft. And he said, I just want him to pick someone who makes an impact.
Yeah.
And I said, well, let me ask you this. What if they pick someone? No, he said, I want him to pick someone whose name you say a lot in the course of calling the game.
Yeah.
I said, well, let me ask you this. Suppose they pick a guy who makes a tremendous impact, and I never say his name. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, I guess that would be okay. Well, that's, to me, the nature of the position that Mazi Smith and you play. He seems to me to be getting better.
Oh, he's getting a lot
But
better.
no one knows better than you. Tell the people about Mazi Smith.
Yeah. Mazi's a big dude from that team up north. Number 1 pick. He's each week since the first day I saw him from training camp up until now, he's got a lot better. And where he's at right now, for him is looking real good, and it's looking scary for other guys that need to block him. Because just one-on-one, I don't think no one can handle this man. Like, it's got to the point where if you watch the last game or the Chargers game, anytime he's single team and there's a run, he's throwing the guy that's in front of him. And sometimes it could be a little too early where he's throwing on the running back getting up or the linebacker, or he's throwing the offensive lineman to the linebacker, but the guy's strength is probably the strongest guy in the NFL to me. And just overall development and everything is definitely getting a lot better. His pass rush is getting a lot better. He just needs some time. He just needs to continue to, play in these games, continue to do what he's been doing. And it's going to show. You might not be for real football players or football fans that watch the game, they know and they see that he's getting better. And once he finally, get it all put together, you'll be hearing his name just as much as you hear Michael Parsons or maybe Osa soon. So that was an amazing pick by the Cowboys.
You kind of hit it on the nail. He's still developing, right? But he's improving and making those strides to get better. But has he had conversations with you about how challenging it's been? The expectations were way up here. And not that he's not going to meet them, but it's just, it takes some time for a young guy like that, right? So has he had those conversations with you, just expressing that?
Yeah, I told him, man, this ain't going to get no easier. I said, the better you get, the harder it's going to get. And you out there throwing guys, just best believe those teams and coaches are watching. It's not a chance. It's very rare that we get single team block, and that's one thing I think he's finding out now. That it's always going to be two on you, and there's always a way to be able to defeat two guys, or figure out a way to make plays while you are being double teamed, and that's what I'm showing on him, and that's what he's learning. I'm excited for him, man.
Are there guys? When you were coming in, were there veteran guys in the league that you watched to try to maybe, I don't want to say copy them, but do a little? And I'm asking because Aaron Donald's fresh on everybody's mind. He was just here.
Well, when I was coming up, the guys that I looked up to was more like Sean Rogers, Cullen Jenkins, Big Vince Wilfork.
Boy, big Vince.
Big dudes, the tackles that was in Minnesota, was it Joseph?
Yeah, Linval Joseph.
No, before Linval Joseph, the big Kevin Williams or Pat Williams.
Yeah. Well, they had both of them actually.
Okay,
yeah.
But also
you needed a cab to get around Pat Williams.
Yeah. When I came, I thought you had to be over 350 pounds to play defensive tackle. Back then it might have been the case, but now it's all about speed, power, and being able to move your feet. And I think that was one thing that I did very well coming out, was being able to move my feet for a big guy.
All right, we're going to take a break and come back and talk more about the life and times of Johnathan Hankins, because I want you to know this very engaging young man. We are at Sidecar Social in the Star District in Frisco on the Cowboys Hour, and we'll be right back.
Go Cowboys!
to the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons.
I have to.
And we are back on the Cowboys Hour at Sidecar Social, the Star District in Frisco. I'm Brad Sham with Nicole Hutchison and Big Johnathan Hankins, our guest on the program this evening, and
Luke Casey, the official bootmaker of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. That's what this segment is brought to you by.
there we go. Thank you very much. So, how has the position, the interior, and then we're going to find out a little bit more about you off the field. This position that you play that gets no recognition but is critical, in my opinion. How has it changed over the 11 years you've been in the NFL?
Is my mic on?
Yeah.
We're good? We're good? All right, all right.
Ivan, you can turn
Come
mine
on,
off,
man.
but don't turn his off.
If anything, they're definitely looking for guys that can stop the run, but also quick enough to be able to get to the quarterback and also just run sideline to sideline, chase down plays. Pretty much, it kind of feels like being a linebacker, but just being 300 pounds. But then again, if you are less than 300 pounds, if you're able, like guys like Aaron Donald, Osa, for guys that's maybe a little bit smaller, able to get the job done, that's just good enough. So, if anything, the game just got a lot faster, a lot quicker, and a lot stronger.
As you get older, how do you kind of, I guess, not trying to call you older, nothing, but I'm just saying as you get older.
I'm only 30 now.
But as you get older in this
Tiptoe
game,
carefully.
I'm like, wait, let me make
The
sure
more
I say
time you spend in the league.
Yeah,
There we
it
go.
is, there
The
it
more
is.
time you spend in the, what is this team
All
up on
right.
the
I'm trying to-
tape?
30 is the new 20 for the people that's out there.
There we are.
You know
My
what I mean?
bad, my
As
bad.
I get
my
older,
bad.
40 gonna be the new 30. So you
Correct.
know what I
Okay,
mean?
heard you.
We're gonna
Heard
keep
you.
going like that.
But no, as you spend more time in the league, that's better. How do you, I guess, continue to make sure your speed is up to par with, because a lot of young guys are a lot younger, they're coming in, the rotation. How do you kind of maintain that?
Really just, with my off-season trainer, Big Dog Football that's in Las Vegas, really just, being able to keep these feet moving, having good hands, and just, playing for 11 years now, I feel like I can just wake up and play the game. Maybe need to stretch a few minutes before I go. But once I'm worn and ready, man, it's nothing I haven't seen that when I'm playing the game that I don't know what's coming or where they're trying to attack at. And then with the coaching staff that we had that put us in great positions and let us know where certain plays are there to be made, it just makes my job a lot easier than it kind of looks. It may look easy, but it's not, But it's just knowledge and wisdom now.
You're a quiet guy. Kind of quiet.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah, I mean,
I'm starting to do a little more talking.
no, that's
you
good.
know,
But I
you
mean,
know.
if I don't want to call out any names, but if you walk in the Cowboys locker room during the week, there's one end of the room where you know if guys are in there or not before you even
Yeah.
go in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
And you're not one of those guys.
No. I mean,
So what I'm curious about is there do you trash talk or do offensive linemen trash talk you? Is there any conversation going on when you're playing?
I feel like the only guys that trash talk me are the young guys that just came into the league.
Oh, because they
They don't
they
know.
don't really know.
They don't understand.
It's all right.
Until they line up against me and play against me, and then after the game, they like, hey, I'm sorry if I said anything wrong, but you're a good player and stuff like that. But it go both ways. When I go against guys that's great offensive linemen, that's just good offensive linemen. I get those guys that are kudos, but during the game, yeah, there are times where I kind of forget who I am. I may be saying some stuff that I don't mean, and if I think I push the boundaries too much, maybe after the game I'll come talk to you. Like, I hope you didn't take none of it serious.
Yeah.
This is just all in between the lines, but it's a lot of trash talking out there, especially with the guys that we have.
No, there's no question. But and a lot of times, the offensive linemen they don't want to engage in that necessarily.
Lately,
They do. There's a new
Lately-
breed.
it's a new breed. A lot of guys been talking a lot of smack out there.
What about guys from the Eagles? Yeah, have you heard?
I haven't played them yet.
Well, have they just, I guess, been trash talking? You got social media nowadays, so
Well, people talking on podcasts now,
okay.
YouTube. Nah. Eagles haven't said anything.
haven't said
If
nothing?
anything, Travis the center, Kelsey.
Jason, yeah.
Jason, he's a great dude. I didn't have a lot of battles with him when I was with the Giants and the times I have played on with other teams, but he's a tremendous guy, tremendous veteran.
Yeah, he's. I've really always admired the way he's played.
Yeah.
Center. But is anybody going to say anything to him about Taylor Swift? Does that come up in conversation?
You know, I might,
Nicole is rolling her eyes
I'm
at me.
so sick of Taylor Swift being
honestly,
brought up in conversation.
I actually like it.
I
It's
do
pretty
too.
cool.
Oh my goodness.
Like, you gotta be a Taylor Swift fan, right?
Well, see, no.
No?
I'm more of like a
See,
Beyonce.
So check me out. I wasn't a fan,
You know?
but I always heard over. You know.
But you can't bring her over into football. We get it. They're dating, you know?
Yeah, but she's at the game.
But you got to show her every single time?
Yes, absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
She's just up there with the Dallas Cowboys in terms of fame.
I guess.
I'm sure everybody here loves Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I mean, her music's
No,
it's fine.
no,
but like,
okay. There's some people that don't like Taylor Swift, but
it's not that we don't like her. It's
Yeah.
just the fact that it's
Yeah.
being brought over into football. It's like, can we watch the game, you know? Whole thing?
so
No?
if
I'm the only one up here?
Beyonce was at the game.
Okay, that's
like,
different.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, a little
okay.
biased.
I'm kidding. I'm
Okay.
kidding. No,
Little
it's
bias.
not different.
Because Jay-Z is likely to be at some games.
Yeah.
And Beyonce has been at some games with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But they have not showed her.
Yeah.
And maybe it's Kansas City. It's not, you know, Taylor Swift coming to Kansas City. That's a big deal. Maybe not for the world to really know, but, you know, for that fan base, it's probably cool.
I'll let y'all slide, I guess.
I mean, I think Taylor Swift right now is going to more football games than Beyonce is.
Yes.
But
that too.
all right, we can move on from that. I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
tell you've had
We got
just
you. We got
just
you.
about enough with that.
Yeah.
So let's find out a little bit more about young Johnathan Hankins. How many other How many other sports did you play?
Just football, basketball. I played baseball for probably like 2 hours, and that was
2 hours?
enough. Yeah.
What made you quit?
The ball was coming too fast. And they say you can't stand on the plate. Well, I said, I'm playing second base. I'm supposed to stand on the base, right? They was like, no, you got to stand in the middle. I said, the ball coming straight at me. I said, no, I can't do this. It was couldn't do baseball.
Because you're a smart man.
Yeah. That ball was coming at 100 miles an hour.
How much basketball did you play?
I played up until my sophomore year, and I was like, yeah, football, basketball practice. I think I should just stick it to one.
What about in high school?
Yeah, in high school.
Yeah.
So I kind of just, stick to football. Obviously, growing up, when we had like barbecues and family came over, I was like the next LeBron James, but I didn't get the hype. But when I went against family, could nobody stop me?
Did they give you that name? Your family gave you the next LeBron James name, or you gave it to yourself?
No, I gave that to myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gave.
But no one was going to try to post you up.
Oh no. I was able to shoot from three. I had the shakes.
Oh.
Before Steph Curry, I would think I was the next Curry.
Big guys, singers want to do comedy. Big
Yeah.
guys always want to shoot.
Yeah, because it's a stigma just because you big that you got to be in the post, and that ain't always true. Like guys like me and LeBron James, we can do it all. So that's the way I look at myself.
Okay, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Are you a football fan?
Yes, big football fan.
Amazing to some people that not all football players are football fans.
Yeah, that is very true. Anytime there's football on the TV, I'm watching it.
So you'll go home and watch the game tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Was that something that, I guess, growing up playing football, did you always sit back, watch football, and kind of study the game?
Yeah, so I had 2 older brothers that played football before me. I started playing football when I was 6 years old. My dad allowed me to. But once they kind of got a little older, I ended up becoming the only one that was playing. So they got used to coming to a lot of my games and watching me play. And I don't know, just watching my brothers play. And once I learned the game at that early age, I just knew that was something that I wanted to do. And I was very passionate about it. So from 6 until now, I've been playing football, all my life, but never really had a summer break.
Did you have a favorite team, or were you a guy who followed players?
Growing up, obviously I'm a Detroit guy. The Lions was never really that good.
Couldn't get behind the Lions?
No. Only thing good about the Lions was they played on Thanksgiving. And that was like a family thing. We always watched them play, and sometimes they would lose, but there were times where they did win. So when Sue and they had that great defensive line with, I can't think who the other guy was, but they had some good years when they were pretty decent. It was nice to watch. But I was a Pittsburgh fan growing up
Because
their defense was just nasty. And then Jerome Bettis was playing on the team, and he's a Michigan guy. So
right.
it kind of correlated, and they was always winning.
and how do you feel about being part of the Thanksgiving tradition now?
Oh, I love it. Obviously, we don't get to spend time with our family on Thanksgiving, but to actually play in that game, and I think it's always, Dallas is always playing in it. So I think it's a great tradition. I love it. I don't mind the little mini buys we get after that. So
That will come after the next week because you got another game the following Thursday.
yeah. See, one thing I have learned being a Dallas Cowboys, you're on TV
All the
pretty much
time.
all the time,
All the time.
back to back to back to back.
Right.
So that's also a good thing. But it did take some use to get, because we played Thursday, then we come back and play another Thursday. I said, that can't be right. Let me check the schedule again. Oh, no, it is right.
No, that's right.
So
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, it's good.
Prime
it's America's
time.
team. It only
And then
makes
you'll get
sense.
the little bump.
Yeah.
And that'll be good. All right, we're going to take a little bump.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be back with Big Hanks, Johnathan Hankins,
Yes.
at Sidecar Social in the Star District in Frisco.
Yes, and this segment is brought to you by Papa John's. It's big, it's good, and it's only for Cowboys fans. The Cowboys special from the Cowboys and Papa John's. A large one-topping pizza for only $9.99. Order today. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, the official pizza of the Dallas Cowboys.
I wish we could come back with some Taylor Swift music. I really do. I don't think we can put that together that
I don't
fast.
think so either.
We'll be right back.
Please say
Hey
no.
Cowboys fans, when you stay at Omni Frisco at the Star, you stay at the official hotel of your favorite team. We built this place.
Go Cowboys!
Wow.
I knew this one. I knew it. I knew it.
Never knew. I heard it before. I just never knew this was her.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe you actually did this.
This might be on 2K basketball.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm
This
talking
song?
Yeah.
Oh, see, you want to sing to it. You want to groove. You want to dance to it.
It's catchy.
I never said her music wasn't great. I just said I didn't want to see her, on the screen.
Well, you're not seeing her. This is the Cowboys Hour.
Yep.
Brad Sham, Nicole Hutchison, and Johnathan Hankins, all Taylor Swift fans. Just trying to spread the musical love a little bit.
Yes.
Except for Nicole. She's kind of out on this deal.
Yeah, she ain't.
But Hanks and I we're in. Joe Trahan, have you got are you hiding from us with a microphone?
Like, wait,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe had it enough with Taylor Swift also. But now if you have a question for Johnathan, hold your hand up and we will come around to you momentarily. And yes, no, we're not ready yet? Oh, here we go. Okay,
We
good.
got one.
Great, thank
Make
you.
it good now.
Good evening, Johnathan. How are you?
Doing good.
My name is Rambo. So you were saying that typically the younger rookies are the ones that trash talk, and once you kind of set them straight, they're a little bit apologetic afterwards.
Yeah.
So are you trying to say that they're easier to manipulate?
Oh, for sure. For sure. They're like little babies out here. They don't understand yet. They don't know they don't know, but I'm going to make sure they find out. You know.
Here we go. Yeah, good. Go ahead, Corey.
What's up, Johnathan? My name is Corey. You have helped improve the run defenses you've been going on the team. Can you talk about the importance, like you take on a lot of double teams, push the pocket real in the backfield to be able to allow the linebackers to be able to run and, hit the running backs and meet them in the hole. Can you talk about the importance of that?
Yeah. As a D lineman, if you can stop the run with just, the front or, the front seven, and lead those guys in the back end and be able to cover and chase those receivers down, it definitely makes the defense a lot better. Also being able not having to bring another guy down in the box rather than having them in coverage or covering another weapon of the opposing team is huge. But if you can stop the run with just those front seven guys, it makes it a lot easier for the defense, makes it easier for the coordinator to be able to call different plays, different looks, and it's just good for those guys in the back end that's behind us. We want to be able to keep those guys fresh, rolling, moving, and chasing guys down while we, holding the blocks, keeping, the distance and longer range for guys like Micah and D-Law to go out there and pass rush. So.
Hey there, Eric from McKinney.
Hey.
This is going to be something that's not football. It's more personal.
Oh, okay.
First off, you can give a shout out to your wonderful wife
Oh,
back
yes.
home.
Yes.
And then if this is going to be your permanent home, what are the chances of your wife, because she's very successful in her business, opening up a cafe in Dallas?
Ooh, see, now I like food now. But I'm not sure what this after this season may holds. But I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't already start building a house back home in Michigan, this would have been a place where I would have built the house at. Because you get so much, bang for your buck here, and being a Dallas Cowboy, it only makes sense to, stay here and, finish, leave off my legacy or however, it may play out. But Dallas is definitely, means a lot to me. Quick story, when I finally announced that I was coming out for the draft, one of the first places I came to train was here, and it was at Michael Johnson's sports facility. And obviously got family out here, so I've always been coming to Dallas, just never been able to live. So, last year and this year, it just kind of comes full circle, you know what I mean? And it's crazy the way the world works sometimes.
A lot of guys who have come from other places come here, play here for a while, and say, I don't really need to leave.
No. I was talking to Donovan today, and, he just got paid this year. And I'm like, bro, are you planning on going back home to Louisiana? He said, no. So I'm staying here. So why would I ever want to leave? I said, you know what, it makes sense. And he's a terrific player. We got so many great guys on this defense. It's insane.
I feel like the key to part of the key to our defense is the rotation that y'all have on the front. Yeah. And can you speak on that and the chemistry that you guys all, the frontline guys all have?
AD, he does a tremendous job of keeping everybody fresh, keeping everybody rolling. First string, second string, or just the rotational guys. We all could be starters anywhere else or on this team or this defense. And it's nice that they give guys a shot to go out there and show that they can still perform and, play and add value to this defense. So, just being able to to rotate guys and not just leave 4 guys out there all game for the whole game, it's a big bonus for us, especially with a long season.
Oh, this questioner could be trouble. Look out.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Gabriel. And what's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple?
Yeah. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue? Okay.
Gabriel, how old are you?
7.
7?
And you're a football fan, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite player on the Dallas Cowboys? Hey?
Dak Prescott.
Oh. Yeah, you're supposed to say me, man. Come on. You're good. You're fine. That's a good pick. I ain't gonna lie.
Gabriel, thank you. I told you there would be trouble.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Yeah, watch
coming
out for the
behind
kids.
that.
Never know what could
There's no doubt. What do you want to tell us about your wife's business?
Oh, so right now she's real estate. She's in real estate right now. But as far as like business opportunities, she's getting ready to open up her med spa back in Michigan. Still in the works for it, still trying to find the facilities and the buildings and things. But we're just trying to figure out, after this year, what football holds for me. And then once we figure that out, hopefully I'm still a Dallas Cowboy. I want to be still a Dallas Cowboy. But, we're still doing the research and study for her to get that going. But all in all, just, I hold my family real, dear to my heart. I'm a big man of my faith, the God above. But really just taking every day as it goes and just enjoying the moment.
You have a daughter also that's turning 3 weeks.
Yes, I have a 3-year-old daughter. Well, she's about to be 3 November 5th. But her birthday, we celebrated this past week for her. So, man, she's a ball of joy, ball of energy. And if it was up to me, if I was to have another one, I hope it would be a girl.
You like being a girl dad?
Yes, it's nice. They're sweet.
And how much longer do you want to play?
Now, honestly, I think I got about another 2 or 3 more years left in me. The way I've been playing,
especially the way they use you.
Yeah, definitely the way they use me. But just overall, how my body feel, man. I've been blessed to be able to play as long as I have. Not necessarily having no big injuries or anything, but just being able to continue to play year in and year out and feel fresh and not feel like beat down while in the trenches. Just shows you how good, my trainer is and how good I use my hands and these sweet feet that I got.
And what's the name of that formation again?
The Hank formation.
The Hank formation. Yeah. I'm going to have some conversations this week. Thank you all for being with us. It's another Cowboys Hour. Thanks to Big Hank, Johnathan Hankins. We'll see you next Monday night on the Cowboys Hour.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?